Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Lyric One Light Interior Wall Sconce. This is the 24074. Also some other Lyric fixtures using those beautiful hand-pounded, hand-forged rings, concentric rings that go around it. It's a very interesting piece of sculpture on its own. And then add that beautiful glass to it, and it is quite fetching. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself, independent of what it's hanging from. 20.1 inches tall, 16.2 inches in width, and projection coming out of the wall is 8.4. Piece of glass is 4.8 by 7, which is something sometimes people want to know. Backplate on this is 5.4 inches round. It's going to go over your standard 4-inch junction box, and we'll need to talk a bit more about that. And a little tidbit, 5.7 pounds in case anybody wants to know that. Let's talk about the overall height on this. That's a distance from the bottom of the fixture to the actual top, and it's going to give you a range. You can do some really interesting things with this fixture. You can have it just, next to a bed, kind of coming down about, 2 feet or so, maybe 30 inches, or you have the ability to make this really long, coming from like way up above a set of windows down over a kitchen counter from the second story, because this will go from 25 inches at its shortest all the way to 80 inches at its longest before we go custom, so we could even go longer than that. But 80 inches is pretty long, so anywhere in there you're going to be feeding that wire up into that back plate, and then you're going to be clipping that wire once you get it to be the length that you want it to be. To show you more information about that, we're going to take a quick look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open it up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you how it goes together, which is very simple. It's going to show you some really good line drawings, schematic drawings of this fixture, including the back of it, the back plate, and how it goes onto your 4-inch junction box. Always take advantage of those. Some really great stuff there. The glass is Hubbardton Forge's hand-blown clear glass, and that is going to be crystal clear, but it is hand-blown. So sometimes you find little air bubbles in it, which I kind of like to see because it makes it more interesting. It's very thick on the bottom. It's like you can tell it was just hand-blown out, and that's exactly what we want to see. Okay, another little thing you're going to notice in those install instructions is there is a driver. So this is going to be a low voltage, and that's because it's going down through cable LED at the very bottom of this, and that's powered by electricity that has been lowered in voltage from the transformer and the driver in the back of that back plate down to the socket. So there's a driver in there that is going to sit inside of your J-box, and that's what you want to show. You want to show this to your installer prior to ordering this, just to make sure that they know what they're going to be doing. That little box is going to sit right inside here, and you'll see that in the drawings. That's a little important thing that you want to see. Okay, and we talked about that it's a low voltage fixture. It's going to be using LED only, no halogens in this. It's going to be using a 4-watt LED, and it's a G4 LED, which is just a little tiny guy about that big with little prongs coming out of it going up. And a 4-watt is about the equivalent of a 40-watt halogen, in case you wanted to know that, which a lot of people probably do. That bulb you can find all over the place. I would recommend just going right to Amazon or one of the light bulb websites. There's like 1001 bulbs, there's Just Bulbs, there's bulbs.com. All of those sites will have it. So, and you can order this in different types of light coming out of the LED, and we talk about that in all these videos. So they're going to offer this to you in something called 2700 Kelvin. That's going to be a super yellow light, like a setting sun. You can actually dim this down to make it look like candlelight if you do that 2700 Kelvin. I think that would be very pretty if you're putting this in a dining room or a living room, someplace like that. And then way on the other side, just be careful, they're going to offer this bulb to you in something called daylight. And daylight sounds like it should be a warm light, like sunlight, but it's actually a bluish white light. Not my best choice. I'm not crazy about it, but some people are. Anyway, circling back, in the middle of all that is going to be warm white, soft white, and that's what we do choose for our showroom, and that's going to be 3000 Kelvin. That's the light coming down on this table from these 3000 Kelvin bulbs above. So it doesn't matter which one you get, just get the one that's right for you. Make sure it's a dimmable version of that bulb. It's going to be pretty important. If you want to see what this is going to look like in your room, what you can do is you can send us a picture of that room and tell us where they're going to be in that room, and we can use our powerful AI tools, take this fixture, put it into that image, send it back to you as a full color rendering. It doesn't cost you anything. It's totally free. Definitely worth doing. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton forged fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton forged. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton forged doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.